So in lieu of facts for this video, since yeast rolls have been around since the time of Methuselah and there's no real recorded history on them, watch this really short Oscar-level presentation on how to make a proofing box at home.
Secret agent, all you have to do is proof this ball of dough to save the world, and yet you have no high-tech proofing box. Any last words?
Only that you forgot to pat me down. Also, yoink!
What? No! The steam from that pot of water you brought up to a boil can be placed underneath the dough in an oven that's not even turned on and turn it into a proofing box. No, I'm ruined!
What a great way to compound that whole description and let people know how to make a proofing box without having one at home. Let's cook some food. So to get our yeast rolling, we're just going to follow the instructions on the packet, which is to bring some tap water up to in between 105 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit, add our packet of yeast and our tablespoon of granulated sugar. So the water kind of wakes up the yeast, and the sugar feeds it, so it creates the bubbles and almost brain-like thing you see right here in the container. But while our yeast brain is growing and learning how to love, we're going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour to 1 cup of bread flour and then sift them both together. And so without the need of chemical leaveners like baking soda or baking powder, all that's left is a half a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of granulated sugar. This is how they used to do it back in the day. Insert your mama so old, this is how she used to make bread joke. And now all that's left is to bring together 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter with half a cup of milk, and over low heat we're going to melt them together like your brain melts when you watch this amazing camel work as oh my god they're solids and whoa now they're liquids. And we just want this to sit out for a short period of time to come to room temperature. So with a lot of bread recipes and things like that I do, I usually start out with the paddle and then we'll move on to the dough hook later. But to begin with, over medium heat, we're going to bring 1/4 of our dry mix, the yeast brain, and the milk and butter mixture together. And I swear it is medium speed, it's just that the video is sped up. We're going to add another 1/4 of flour until the sides clean on the bowl, as you can see there. So now we switch out to our dough hook. So the paddle starts the mixing, but the dough hook helps with the kneading process. So add the rest of your flour mixture until a ball starts to form in your bowl. And we just need to finish the kneading process on a lightly floured surface for about 2 minutes, and then create a dough ball out of it. Put it into a bowl that has been lightly oiled. I just reused the mixing bowl that had been cleaned out, and I covered it with a damp linen towel. So now is the time to use the amazing technique that you saw in that awesome movie in the beginning of the video, wherein you take a pot of water that has been boiled and place it in the bottom rack of your oven and put your dough baby on top, and the steam will create the humidity and heat needed to help it rise for about 30 to 45 minutes until it doubles in size and comes out spongy. So let's wake our lazy dough baby up and depoofify it by lightly flouring a surface and making it into a Play-Doh snake. Careful not to squeeze all the air out of it, but by forming it into a log. So let's segment this log into as even pieces as we can. It's not rocket surgery, and let's all just be honest, yeast rolls are basically just vessels for us to pack with a metric ton of butter and eat without feeling guilty. But we need to turn these segments into dough balls. So first we flatten out the segments, and with a slight pressure downwards, we're going to roll our palm around in almost a circular fashion, and then cup your hand up and let that ball kind of form in the palm of your hand, and then still with circular motion, we're going to bring it up in between our knuckles and our fingertips until we make a ball. And I just transferred these guys into a pre-greased 8x12 or whatever the dimensions of that pan are. Now, here is my banana hammock moment of this video. I should have not recovered this with a damp towel. Do not recover it, but do proof it again till it doubles in size, about 30 minutes, same technique as before. So as you can see, the damp towel, when pulled off, ripped the tops off of these guys and unfortunately deflated them and made them lose some of their shape. But do not quit or throw this away or get mad and never do this again. Learn from the lesson and keep moving forward. So I just brushed the tops with some melted butter, put it in the oven at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes, and after that, these slightly less beautiful but still absolutely delicious rolls came out. And all it took was 30 minutes of me crying in the bathroom because I made a really stupid looking bread roll and I was never going to make another cooking video ever again until the missus came home and made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and told me everything was going to be okay. So I came back and finished the video. I love you all. Stay up. Stay positive. See you on the next one. Hey, thanks for watching that video. There's more like it down here. And if you enjoy them, please don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, you came, you sauteed, you conquered.